Welcome to Health 2660. Here, we don't just talk about health, we tell the stories that heal. Now please listen to the story. The insidious thief of my self-esteem arrived subtly, a few stray strands clinging to my comb each morning. At first, I dismissed it as normal, shedding the cyclical dance of hair growth and renewal, but the trickle soon became a stream, and the stream a torrent. My once thick mane, the cascade I'd proudly worn since adolescence, began to thin, revealing more and more of my scalp with each passing day. It wasn't just the physical loss, it was the erosion of my confidence, the dulling of my inner light. I felt exposed, vulnerable, as if my very essence was draining away with each fallen hair. I became obsessed, scrutinizing my reflection in the mirror, parting my hair in different ways, desperately trying to camouflage the ever-widening expanse of skin. I tried everything the market offered. Shampoos promising miraculous regrowth lined my shower, each bottle a testament to my increasing desperation. Conditioners infused with exotic oils, serums claiming to revitalize dormant follicles. I bought them all, applied them religiously, and watched with mounting despair as my hair continued to recede. Supplements became a daily ritual. Biotin, collagen, saw palmetto. I swallowed them by the handful, hoping for a miracle from within. I researched endlessly, poring over articles and forums, clinging to any glimmer of hope. I consulted dermatologists, trichologists, even alternative medicine practitioners, each offering a diagnosis in a prescription, but none delivering the promised results. The diagnoses varied: stress-induced alopecia, hormonal imbalance, early onset, androgenetic alopecia. But the outcome remained the same: hair loss, relentless and unforgiving. The prescriptions were equally ineffective: minoxidil, finasteride, steroid injections, each fraught with potential side effects and limited success rates. I felt trapped in a cycle of hope and disappointment, constantly chasing a solution that remained just out of reach. My social life suffered. I avoided gatherings, dreading the inevitable questions and concerned glances. I wore hats constantly, even indoors, a futile attempt to conceal my thinning hair from the world. I felt like an imposter, a shadow of my former self. My work performance declined. My concentration wavered. My motivation evaporated. I was consumed by anxiety and self-consciousness, unable to focus on anything else. I felt like I was losing not just my hair, but my entire identity. My relationships strained. My partner, bless his heart, tried to be supportive, but I could see the pity in his eyes, the unspoken concern. My friends, well-intentioned but clueless, offered platitudes and empty reassurances. I felt isolated, alone in my struggle. Then one fateful evening, lost in the labyrinthine depths of the internet, I stumbled upon a video that offered a glimmer of hope, a solution so outlandish, so unconventional, that it seemed almost too ridiculous to be true: onion juice. My initial reaction was one of disbelief. Onion juice for hair loss. It sounded like something a medieval apothecary would concoct, not a modern-day remedy. I scoffed, ready to dismiss it as another internet hoax, another false promise. But something about the video resonated with me: a quiet confidence in the presenter's voice, a compelling explanation of the science behind the seemingly absurd remedy. The video explained that red onions are rich in sulfur, a vital component of keratin, the protein that makes up our hair. Sulfur, it claimed, could strengthen hair follicles, promote hair growth, and even reverse hair loss. Furthermore, red onions contain quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that could fight scalp inflammation, another common culprit behind hair loss. The explanation was logical, persuasive, even slightly scientific, and perhaps more importantly, it offered a ray of hope in the darkness of my despair. I was desperate, willing to try anything, even something as unconventional as onion juice. So, with a mixture of skepticism and cautious optimism, I decided to give it a try. The first step was acquiring the necessary ingredients, red onions. I ventured to my local grocery store, feeling slightly self-conscious as I filled my basket with the pungent bulbs. I imagined the cashier's curious gaze, the unspoken question in her eyes. But I pressed on, determined to pursue this unlikely remedy. Back home, I embarked on the process of extracting the precious juice. I chopped the onions, the sharp fumes stinging my eyes, and fed them into my blender. The resulting concoction was a thick, reddish-brown sludge with an aroma that could clear a room. It was, to put it mildly, unappetizing. But I persevered, straining the mixture through a cheesecloth to obtain the pure, unadulterated onion juice. The next step was to apply the juice to my scalp. I carefully parted my hair, revealing the thinning areas that had become my constant source of anxiety. I dipped my fingertips into the onion juice and massaged it gently into my scalp, focusing on the areas where hair loss was most pronounced. The sensation was interesting. A slight tingling, a mild burning, and of course, the overwhelming smell of onions. It was not a pleasant experience, but I endured it, reminding myself of the potential rewards. After applying the juice, I wrapped my head in a towel to contain the smell and prevent the juice from dripping. I left it on for about an hour, trying to distract myself from the pungent odor. Finally, I rinsed my hair thoroughly with lukewarm water, followed by a mild shampoo to remove any lingering traces of onion juice. The smell persisted, clinging to my hair like a stubborn ghost, but I told myself it was a small price to pay for the possibility of hair regrowth. I repeated this process twice a week faithfully, adhering to the instructions in the video. The first few weeks were uneventful. My hair continued to thin my scalp, continued to itch, and the onion smell continued to haunt my every waking moment. I began to doubt the efficacy of the remedy, to question my own sanity. Was I deluding myself? Was I wasting my time and energy on a futile pursuit? But I refused to give up. I had come this far, invested so much hope and effort, that I felt compelled to continue even in the face of mounting evidence of failure. Then, after about 4 weeks, something remarkable happened. As I was examining my scalp in the mirror, I noticed something that I hadn't seen in months. Tiny, delicate hairs sprouting from the previously barren skin. Baby hairs, as they are often called. They were thin, fragile, barely visible, but they were there. Real, tangible evidence that the onion juice was actually working. A surge of hope coursed through me, a feeling of elation that I had not experienced in a long time. I felt vindicated, justified in my unconventional pursuit. The onion juice was not a hoax, not a false promise. It was a genuine remedy, a potential solution to my hair loss woes. I continued the onion juice treatments. My enthusiasm renewed, my optimism soaring. The baby hairs grew thicker, stronger, more numerous. My scalp felt healthier, less itchy, less inflamed. My hair, though still thinner than it used to be, appeared fuller, more vibrant. I began to regain my confidence, my self-esteem. I started to venture out more, to socialize, more to feel like my old self again. The onion juice had not only restored my hair, but it had also restored my spirit. But my journey didn't end there. As I delved deeper into the world of natural hair care, I discovered that there were ways to enhance the onion juice remedy to make it even more effective. I learned about the benefits of combining onion juice with other natural ingredients, such as rosemary oil, which is known for its hair-stimulating properties. I started adding a few drops of rosemary oil to my onion juice mixture, creating a potent concoction that smelled slightly less offensive and potentially offered even greater benefits. And then I stumbled upon another fascinating discovery: fermentation. I learned that fermenting onion juice could boost its nutrient content and make it gentler on the scalp, reducing the risk of irritation. I decided to experiment with fermentation, using sea salt and raw honey as my fermentation agents. I mixed the onion juice with sea salt and raw honey, sealed it in a jar, and left it to ferment for a few days. The resulting liquid was slightly cloudy and had a slightly sour smell, but it was also packed with beneficial enzymes and probiotics that could further enhance hair growth and scalp health. I started using the fermented onion juice mixture on my scalp, and I was amazed by the results. It was gentler, less irritating, and seemed to be even more effective than the plain onion juice. My hair continued to grow, my scalp continued to heal, and my confidence continued to soar. But as I shared my success story with others, I realized that the onion juice remedy was not a miracle cure for everyone. Some people experienced significant improvements, while others saw little or no results. I began to investigate the reasons behind these discrepancies, and I discovered that the effectiveness of onion juice depends on the underlying cause of hair loss. If hair loss is due to autoimmune issues, such as alopecia areata, or poor scalp health, such as dandruff or seborrheic dermatitis, onion juice may be helpful in reducing inflammation, stimulating hair follicles, and promoting hair growth. But if hair loss is due to genetic factors such as androgenetic alopecia or damaged follicles, such as from excessive heat styling or chemical treatments, onion juice may have limited effects. I also realized that true hair recovery requires more than just topical treatments. It requires a holistic approach, addressing the underlying factors that contribute to hair loss, such as diet, lifestyle, and stress levels. I started to clean up my diet, eliminating processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. I focused on eating whole, nutrient-rich foods, such as fruits, vegetables, lean protein, and healthy fats. I made sure to get enough sunlight for vitamin D production, as vitamin D deficiency is a common cause of hair loss. And I prioritized stress reduction, practicing mindfulness meditation and yoga to calm my mind and body. It was only when I combined the onion juice treatments with a healthy diet, a balanced lifestyle, and effective stress management that I started to see truly remarkable results. My hair grew thicker, stronger, and more resilient. My scalp became healthier, less sensitive, and less prone to irritation, and my confidence soared to new heights. I learned that true hair recovery is not just about finding the right product or treatment, but about creating the right environment for hair to thrive. It's about nourishing your body from the inside out, reducing stress, and taking care of your scalp. It's about embracing a holistic approach to hair health and well-being. My journey with onion juice and hair loss has been a long and winding one, filled with ups and downs, hopes and disappointments, successes and setbacks. But it has also been a journey of self-discovery, a journey of empowerment, and a journey of transformation. I have learned so much about myself, about my body, and about the power of natural remedies. I have also learned the importance of patience, perseverance, and self-acceptance. I am not perfect, and my hair is not perfect. But I am grateful for what I have, and I am proud of what I have accomplished. I no longer obsess over my hair loss. I no longer hide under hats. I embrace my hair, my flaws, and my imperfections. I am confident I am beautiful, and I am strong. And it all started with a humble onion and a leap of faith. The lingering scent of onion, once a source of embarrassment, now serves as a reminder of my resilience, my determination, and my unwavering commitment to self-care. It's a fragrant testament to the power of unconventional wisdom and the transformative potential that lies hidden within the simplest of remedies. The journey continues, but now I walk it with my head held high, my hair swaying in the breeze, and a heart full of gratitude. And sometimes, just sometimes, I catch a faint whiff of onion, and I smile, because I know that even in the face of adversity, even when hope seems lost, there is always a possibility for renewal, for regrowth, and for a brighter, more confident future. The key is to be open to new possibilities, to be willing to try unconventional solutions, and to never give up on yourself, because you are worth it, your hair is worth it, and your confidence is worth it. The sun streamed through the window, illuminating the dust motes dancing in the air. I sat at my vanity, a small smile playing on my lips, as I massaged a few drops of rosemary oil into my scalp. The scent was invigorating, a far cry from the pungent aroma of onions that had once permeated my life. My hair, once thin and lifeless, now had a healthy sheen, a bounce that mirrored my newfound confidence. I closed my eyes, taking a deep breath, and allowed myself to fully appreciate the journey I had undertaken. It had been a long and arduous path, but it had led me to a place of self-acceptance, resilience, and unwavering self-love. And for that, I was eternally grateful. The onion juice, the rosemary oil, the healthy diet, the stress management, they were all tools that had helped me along the way. But the most important ingredient, the one that had truly made the difference, was my own belief in myself, my own determination to heal and thrive, my own unwavering commitment to self-care. And as I looked in the mirror, I saw not just a woman with healthier hair, but a woman who had rediscovered her inner strength, her inner beauty, and her inner light. A woman who was ready to face the world with confidence, with grace, and with a heart full of love. The journey continues, but now I am armed with the knowledge, the tools, and the self-belief to navigate any challenges that may come my way. And I know that no matter what happens, I will always be able to find my way back to myself, to my inner peace, and to my own unique brand of beauty. Because I am strong, I am resilient, and I am worthy of love and happiness. And that is the most beautiful thing of all. As I delved deeper into the world of natural hair care, I discovered a more effective supercharged version of the onion juice remedy. Rather than just applying plain onion juice, I learned to combine it with powerful natural ingredients to enhance its benefits and make it more soothing for the scalp. Here's the upgraded recipe that changed everything for me. 2 tablespoons of freshly extracted red onion juice, 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger juice to boost circulation, 1 teaspoon of cold-pressed coconut oil for deep moisture, 1 teaspoon of aloe vera gel to calm irritation, 3 drops of rosemary essential oil to stimulate hair follicles. I blended these ingredients into a smooth serum. Twice a week, I applied the mixture directly to my scalp, massaging gently and leaving it on for 45 minutes before washing it out thoroughly. This combination not only reduced the strong smell of onions, but also created a potent, soothing, and effective hair growth treatment. Soon, my scalp felt healthier, less inflamed, and new hair continued to grow and stronger than before. Health 2660. Thanks you for listening. We'll see you in the next video, and until then, be kind to yourself.